Drake. Drake has this. I think it's with Nicki Minaj, right? There's a Nick this song that he has with Nicki Minaj called "Moment of Life," and one of the things he says is that I'm trying to make it more than what it is, because everybody dies, right? But not everybody lives, and I think that's the basis, if you will, of this message, right? Is like everybody dies, but not everybody lives. And let me just make sure I am spotlighting for everyone. So yeah, so welcome to Abundance Church, aka Saturday sermon, and today we're talking about the gift of now. Tomorrow is not promised. Um, and so again, the famous the famous verse or the famous song, Drake featuring Nicki Minaj. um well, I think it's Nicki Minaj versus featuring Drake, whoever it is. He talks about having a moment for life, right? Having a moment for life. And again, it's like, yo, I'm trying to make it more than what it is. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. And today I want to explore the truth, right? The power that lies, not in title, not in like worldly acclaim, but really like our alignment, our alignment with God. um and I think that a lot of us are, and including myself at one point, a lot of us are chasing a lot of stuff, right? We're chasing money, we're chasing fame, we're chasing acknowledgement, we're chasing I said money already, right? But money again, right? We're chasing these things, um and we're like prolonging, right? We're like prolonging um enjoyment. And honestly, it's not even like enjoyment only, right? It's like we're prolonging our ability to do and be who God put us on this earth to be, right? To wait until a later that we don't even know is real. Like we don't even know for sure if tomorrow is gonna be here, right? And really it's God who gives us permission, if you will, right? Or gives us the next day. And so I don't know, every time that you keep saying to yourself that you'll do something tomorrow, or you're gonna wait, or even when you procrastinate around doing something, how is that not how are you procrastinating? How are you waiting for things as if as if tomorrow is promised, right? And so I want to in Abundance Church, we use ancient scripture. So we use the Quran, the Bible, we use the Torah, we use law of attraction. And in the Quran, Surah Al Hashar 59 ayat 18 says, o you who have believed, fear God, and let every soul look to what it has put forth for tomorrow, and fear God. Indeed, God is acquainted with what you do. This verse reminds believers to be mindful of their actions and intentions each day, right? Emphasizing the importance of living consciously in the present, right? But also when you look at this Bible verse, right? James 4 verses 14 says, yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes, right? And this passage highlights the really the nature of life, right? Urging us to cherish the present moment without being overly consumed by uncertainties of the future, right? And so it's like, um, you know, um, if you're working hard, right? Let's just say you're working hard, and you wake up every day, you're going to your job, and for whatever reasons, right, as you're going to your job, you are just working, working, working. You like prolong. You're like, you know what? Later, right? When I retire, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go on vacation. When I retire, right? And like, how do you know retirement is gonna get here for you, right? And the funny thing about it is that it's not even only people who work a 9 to 5, right? A lot of my entrepreneur friends are in prison, yo. And I don't, and I don't, I don't mean to, belabor this or, I'm not judging nobody, right? But what I see it though, right? I see people who are not really happy in their real life. Um, but they got the followers, but they got the fame, but they got the acclaim, right? Like, and they really can't take no days off. Like they really just kind of like going, 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 going. And they've created a prison for themselves because what happens is when you are so focused or when you are so inundated or when you are so um uh you know focused on everything else except living, right? When you're focused on everything else except living, you get to that space where you create this thing where all right, if recognition is what's feeding you, then you got to keep doing things over and over and over for that recognition, unless you'll lose it. You know what I'm saying? The Torah says, Psalms 90 verse 12 says, so teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. This wisdom from the Psalms encourages us to live each day with awareness and gratitude, recognizing the precious moment. And I'll give you, a parable, from a parable, but also the law of attraction says, it emphasizes the power of now, right? Teaching that joy and fulfillment are achieved not by constant yearning for future victories, right? I'm gonna say that again. Joy and fulfillment are achieved not by constantly yearning for future victories or external validation, but by appreciating and fully experiencing the present moment. It reminds us that our thoughts and feelings today shape our tomorrow, making it essential to cultivate positivity and presence now. This is really huge, right? This is huge because that's why a lot of people who teach the law of attraction always say never be in a state of want, right? Because if you're in a state of want, you'll always be in a state of want, right? So it's like if you're in a state of want, you're like, man, I want to be happy, right? Like, I want to be happy. I want to be rich. I want. And because you're in a state of want, everything that you desire, right? What you're essentially signaling to the universe, to God, that your current where you are right now, right, is is sufficient for you, and so you have a desire to stay there, right? You have so you're not going to be given what you're desiring because you're signaling to the universe, to God, that you want to be rich, not that I am rich, right? Not that I am healthy, right? What the verse say? Let the weak say, I am strong. Why? Because the truth is you are strong, right? Even if sickness has visited you for a second, doesn't mean you are sick. It just means that you are, right? You are temporarily, right? You're gaining your health back, or whatever the case may be, right? So you can't be in a state of want. So it's the same, right? It's the same as the future. Is that if you keep saying, like God works in the now, right? God works in the now. And so if you keep saying that, that you're going to do something later, right? Or you're going to have this later, or you're postponing what could be in exchange for the way you think things should be, you are literally pushing back your blessings. And so I want to read you a parable. It's called The Farmer and the Emerald Field. And it says, once in a village, there lived a farmer named Eli. Eli owned a vast field, rich and fertile, known across the land for its emerald beauty. Yet Eli was never seen enjoying the fruits of his land and resting in its shade. He was always looking beyond, consumed with acquiring more fields, more wealth, and more recognition. One evening, a traveler passed through Eli's field and found him toiling under the setting sun. Why do you labor so without pause in such a paradise? The traveler asked. Eli, with eyes that had long stopped seeing the beauty around him, replied, I must ensure my future is secure and my name is remembered. The traveler, wise and seasoned from his journey, shared a tale of a distant land where a mighty king had everything but lived nothing. The king's relentless pursuit of more left him with a hollow heart, and when the end came, he realized he had never truly lived at all. Your field is your kingdom, Eli, the traveler said as he departed. But remember, the true kingdom is lived in moments, not in the monuments for tomorrow. And so the conclusion is pretty much this, right? Eli's story served as a powerful reminder of the importance of living in the now. And while aspirations and achievements have their place, they should not deter us from the joy and beauty present. The beauty present in every moment. See, our lives are an accumulation of nows, and to live fully is to engage deeply with the present beyond the shadows of tomorrow's chase. And so if I could leave anything to y'all tonight or today, I would say let's embrace today, right, with an open heart and minds. Let's be mindful of the wisdom, right, from the Quran, from the Bible, from the Torah, and law of attraction. And I want us to find courage in living fully, living richly, living authentically in the beautiful, fleeting now that we are given. And that's the thing, right? I feel like to live now it takes courage, right? It takes courage for somebody to decide to live their life right now, right? Because even in that parable I talked about, Eli saying, man, I want to, like, I'm not going to enjoy the fruits of my labor because I need security, right? And while, again, I'm not telling nobody to, like, frivolously spend your money and, don't do the responsible thing with your money. But at the end of the day, right, if you're looking for security, like, what good is security when you're dead? Right? What good is that? Like, what good is, like, God rest his soul, right? God rest his soul. But think about somebody like Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe Bryant is going down as one of the greatest of all times, as it relates to basketball. But even in the business world, he started to make some major strides. I don't think nowhere he could have ever fathomed, right? He could have ever fathomed that he wouldn't be here in his 40s, right? That wasn't something in the cards. That wasn't something he thought about, right? And so at the end of the day, it's great, man, that he left his legacy. He put it all on the table. But I wonder, right? I wonder if, as hard as he went, right? And when I say that, I'm, just all of the major stories out here about how hard he went, how, he was the first one in the gym, last one to leave, like how hard he went. Would he have, right? If he knew, right? If he knew the date of the dash, that's what we're going to call it, the date of the dash, right? Because we all know the date that we get here, right? We know the beginning date. We know what that date is. But we don't know the date of the dash, right? We don't know the date of the dash. We don't know when, it's your birth year, right? It's your birth date. It's the dash. And then that's that other date, that date of death, right? We don't know the date of the dash, but I wonder if he knew, right? If he knew the date of the dash, how would his life be different, right? Would he be spending more time with his family? Like what would have changed, you know? And so, yes, be successful. Yes, be the best that you could be. Yes, maximize your full potential, right? But I dare to say that you gotta be able to do it. You gotta be able to live at the same time, right? You gotta be able to live at the same time. You can't just be in a space where you're only looking at you're only looking at the wins and the notoriety and the money that you're gonna make. You have to be conscious of now. You have to just enjoy it. You know what I mean? Enjoy life. You know, tragedies that happen every single day. 150,000 people die every single day. That's a fact. That's not, and so when you think about that, just being alive is a blessing, right? Being alive is a blessing. Having the ability to do all of these wonderful things that we could do, that's the bonus. But the main course is just being alive, and having an opportunity. So I'll leave you with this. Make sure that you are not postponing living. That every single day of your life you are setting an intention to actually be, do, and have everything you've ever imagined now, right now, right? No opportunity wasted. If you have breath in your body, then you have the opportunity to max out your income, max out your influence, max out everything that you've ever desired. You have the ability to do that. And so I am now giving you permission, right? I'm giving you permission to be your best self, right? I'm giving you permission to not hold back. I'm giving you permission to speak life over you, right? To speak life, to speak abundance, to speak prosperity, right? I'm giving you permission, right? It's okay. There's no such thing as too good to be true, right? Everything that you've ever desired and all of your needs, and your wants, right? All of your needs, all of your wants are yours right now. You deserve to have them now. You've put in the work already, right? You've put in the work already. You deserve to have it now. Believe that you deserve it. Be ready. Put yourself in position so you can receive it, right? You got to collect it, right? You got to be in that position to do that. And I think that when you start to move in this world, like today's your last, and that you're just gonna live it up. I think that you're gonna notice that what you're able to attract and the life that you're able to live, becomes that much more enjoyable. Because ultimately, it also allows you to be a good steward, right? It also allows you to be obedient to God and showing gratitude to God for making who you are. So I'll leave that there. YouTube, Instagram. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. We are live inside of the abundance community, so I'm gonna open it up for the abundance community. Anybody want to talk about your thoughts on today's message? Anything stick out for you? And yeah, just wait where you are with it. Anybody? I see everybody got the cameras off though too, so I don't know if y'all gonna. Jay, what up?
Peace, Ash. What's going on, family?
Peace, brother.
No, that was a really strong word. It's just for me, it's about balance,
Mhm.
because I know that the message could be taken the wrong way, and because as the collective. my people are really caught up in like partying and enjoyment and all this. We party so much that we act like we really accomplished something, like we got something to celebrate.
Yeah.
So, so for me, it's about balance, but I need that too because I go hard in figuring it out. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like it's rough to figure it out because I come from the whole the whole the whole entrepreneurial space is relatively new for me in terms of how long I've been living. You know what I'm saying? Because a large part of my life was spent in the streets. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so like I told you, I did 15 years in prison.
Mm-hmm.
I changed my life around when I got locked up. Not because they broke my spirit and I was so scared to ever go back to jail. I was just when I sat down and thought about how I've been living, I was thoroughly ashamed of myself. You know what I'm saying? I ran around, I act like my mother ain't teach me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I figuring it out I, it's really I'm consumed by it a lot of times. A lot of times I have to um I have to force myself to take to fall back, and I feel guilty. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When I take a day and I'm not like on it, I feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, damn, I don't party, I don't go to clubs, I don't do none of that because I can't enjoy it. So like,
Yeah.
what am I doing? Like I know you know what I'm saying? I don't have time for this nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But, but yeah, the message is strong and by it's about balance. So that's what I got from that. My takeaway
Yeah.
is balance. Like you go hard for what you prioritize,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't forget what's really most important in life, and that's just being grateful and living the life that God has blessed you.
Yeah, yeah, no, 100%, and that's the thing though too, and I love that you said that because, when I talk about, um, living, I think for me, and it's unfortunate that, um, our people, specifically, us who grew up in the hood, we look at partying and clubs and all that stuff as living. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not living, especially like when you get to a space, bro, where when you traveled, when you've experienced other cultures, other people, like there's just so much more to life. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much more to life. And I think the beauty of entrepreneurship, to be honest with you, and not no knock to anybody who has a job or anything like that, because there's beauty in that as well. Um, but one of the things about entrepreneurship is the beauty to be able to craft your what you do on a daily basis to coincide with your life. You get what I'm saying? Like living now becomes your job. Like, yo, what do you do for a living? I live. I live for a living, right? Like that, like to me, I think that's the ultimate space, right? That's the ultimate space that we need to get to, where we are living for a living, right? That means when like like literally, bro, I wake up and I motivate and inspire people, right? And I get paid to do that. Like I'm getting paid to talk to you, right? Like I get paid to talk to you. I get paid to write my thoughts, and people get those thoughts. I get paid to tell people what I think. Yo, bro, I do that. I could do that all day for free. Catch me on the basketball court, right? Catch me on the basketball court. Guess what I'm doing? I'm giving business advice. Yeah, I be on the court. I ain't gonna shout nobody out, but I be on the court and dudes be like, first they be shot. Like, yo, Ash is in here balling with us, right? So I be in a LA Fitness, like a regular person. I'm a regular person. I mean LA Fitness hooping, and dudes be like asking me advice, and I be giving them business advice in between games, bro. Right? Like I live for a living. You get what I'm saying? And
I
so
love
and so I think that, and honestly, that's why I show a lot of that side too. right? Like I'm yo, like basketball. I love basketball. Like as long as God give me feet, like give me the ability, like I'm gonna ball. I'm gonna ball. Like I love basketball, right? And we don't have to be just so caught up. You know what I'm saying? And even, and I'll give this to you as well, but even in the planning of it, you know what I'm saying? Like we need to, you know what I'm saying? Like you love to talk, bro. Like you need to be out here. Like I need, you know what I'm saying? Like I need to be seeing you, bro. Like I need to be seeing you at events. I need to be seeing you talking. I need you to be, you know what I'm saying? Like your presence, you got a big presence. Your presence need to be felt. And so a lot of times, even in the preparation, even, you know what I'm saying, like even in the preparation we could get caught up, you know what I'm saying. And so and I don't think balance exists though, you know what I'm saying. Like I think that like that's a fantasy, you know what I'm saying. I think that balance is a fantasy, and I think at any given moment we just have to create what we desire, right? There's gonna be times that I desire, like I gotta go hard, right? And I desire to go hard and get stuff done. Then I'm gonna take that time. And at the moment that I realize, like, yo, you know what, you're going too hard. You need to pull back a little bit. And that desire is there, we pull back. You know what I'm saying? So like really listen to your body, listen to your, you know, to what you're, you know, what you're doing, create that rhythm, if you will, so that way you could live for a living. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you, brother.
No doubt, no doubt.
Lola, talk to us, Lola.
Happy Blacktastic Saturday, y'all. I want to piggyback off of what Jay said, like the part about feeling guilty. Like, oh, that be so deep. That's guilty spirit be on me so bad. Like, if I go out, and I typically don't, but if I go out, even if I'm just going to my girlfriend's house or something like that, it's like you taking away from what you need to be working on. Why is you doing this? You know what I'm saying? And I feel so bad afterwards. But last